here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin popping, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Hey y'all, what's going on? We in this bitch, we in this bitch, we in this bitch, yeah. We in this bitch, we in this bitch, we in this bitch, yeah. We in this bitch, 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 yeah. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I have been working all morning, okay, and this is like the last little bit of work I have to do. I'm releasing, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I cut up my lives, okay? I had been meaning to get to it, but I have been so busy, I hadn't had a chance to get to it. So I went and, I've been cutting up the BondyBlue show, cutting up, anytime I'm doing specific topics in a long form, I've been cutting them up. So I put those up. I still have some more to post for y'all and a whole nother, set, because, got to get these videos out to y'all, because I noticed that a lot of times, even if y'all come in through the lives, y'all might miss a certain part. So I've been releasing them cut up so that if you missed a part or if you didn't see this, then it's put up on the timeline again, specifically per topic, which I'm going to try to keep doing. But I'm going to tell y'all, I see a lot of y'all have been hitting me up about being my assistant. Sheila, I know I have to check my email. It's a few people that have hit me up about being an assistant for me. And the truth of the matter is I really do need one. I really do need to put that in the budget. Like that needs to happen. But at the same time, y'all, I cannot tell you how hard it is to relinquish passwords to people. And I need for somebody to be able to cut up videos for me, somebody to be able to answer, questions about stuff and emails and cross-referencing emails in the Discord and all of that type of shit. Like, I need somebody to do that type of stuff. So it's just kind of hard for me to trust people with all of my stuff. And it's hard. I'm trying to manage it. It's a lot, Sometimes I be needing to just step away, But either way, you guys, I hope y'all are having a good day. And we're here to talk about Ratchet reality. We're going to talk about growing up hip hop. We're going to talk about K. Michelle's My Killer Body. And then lastly, we're going to get into love during lockup. Okay. Have you tried the whole bookmark thing or whatever YouTube calls it? I don't know what that is. I know that they do chapters now, but sometimes I see it on my end and sometimes I don't. So I don't really know like that. But child, either way, I still need an assistant. Like, bitch need a secretary. Okay, somebody to help me. Use your planner. Listen, you're not lying. It's sitting right there staring me in the face, and I know I need to get back on it. to like writing things out so I can remember that I need to get to them and all of that type of stuff. Because Lord knows, as you get older, your memory gets worse and it gets so much harder to remember to do everything. Can somebody send out a tweet letting y'all, letting the folks know we're here? Send out a tweet, someone please. Okay, let them know we're about to talk about growing up hip hop and these things. Hashtag the shows. I know somebody gonna do it for me. So one of the moderators, please help me. Okay, Lisa, somebody. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Listen, I'm telling you, my planner is sitting right there. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're not going to spend a lot of time chit-chatting today. So if folks are late, that's on them. So growing up hip hop, okay? The episode starts off, we're dealing with Brianna, okay? We're seeing Brianna dealing with the whole police situation, how somebody called the police, but it was somebody Brianna knew. And I didn't understand that. Like, it was a little confusing the way they were explaining what happened. But from what I could deduce, she was doing some hood shit with the girl, like helping the girl get her credit up, helped the girl get a car, but she paid for the car. The girl calls the police and says that Brianna stole the car that Brianna paid for, and she, ends up getting detained by the police. But here's the thing, they knocking on the door, nobody says anything. So the police did not announce themselves after she asked twice who it was. I'm like, girl, you don't have a ring? You don't have a ring? You don't have a keyhole? Like, what the hell is going on that you couldn't look out and see? But I guess the girl was there with her, so she thought with the police, so she thought it was just the girl. But either way, she goes to the door with a fucking machete. So, of course, when the police see her in the doorway with a machete, they're going to be on 10 and 100 because it's a black person. If it was a white person, they would have all the fucking calm in the world to try to calm the situation down and de-escalate. But because it's somebody black, they want to hurry up and hem you up because they don't have the patience or the time to view you as a human that deserves the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so a lot of fugazi, fucked up stuff going on. I want to know who the girl is that called the police because, bitch, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and say that because this situation severely traumatized Brianna's son. The next day, somebody's knocking on the door and her son burst into tears because he's scared the police are coming back. Shit, I would be scared the police was coming back. Okay, Brianna was talking about how she doesn't even feel safe in her home now. And I just couldn't even fucking imagine. I could not even imagine. But sis, don't go to the door with a machete next time. Like, I get it, but like, or get a peephole, get a ring. You need to be able to see who's at your door before you go to your door. And girl, sometimes my ring be acting funny, so I don't even want to go to it. I'm going to get all new shit. I am. I was waiting for us to do the renovations, but I might have to go ahead and call ADC right now because that's what I need in my life. I need ADC to put the camera outside, okay? Anyway, so the camera will always work. Okay, because ring be on delay, girl. Okay, but as soon as somebody ring the doorbell, then you see. I'm like, when I was trying to just see outside, I couldn't see. You didn't want to connect. I'm sorry, y'all, in my life. But either way, Brianna, get you a camera so you can see, so you cannot be going to your door with this type of hostility. Because girl, why is you going to the door with a machete? Never mind. Anyway, so TT was talking to her, and TT is talking about wanting her to come to the wedding. I'm tired of hearing TT talk about her wedding. Boogie and Savannah have a scene together, girl. That's all it was. It wasn't them hanging out. It wasn't them having drinks. It was them having a scene together, girl. Okay. JoJo calls about his artist video release. Y'all know that little cute clear girl that he's promoting that has real good vibey music. He's managing her. We saw her when they had that showcase, right? So she has a video release coming up and he's inviting everybody. And then Boogie gets the notification on his phone about Brianna's, situation. And you see the video and hear her screaming and the police and her kid and all of that. So now Boogie feels like he needs to reach out. Y'all know Boogie and Brianna, used to fuck or something and then determined that they were going to be friends. And when Boogie had a drinking problem, Brianna wanted to check him and tell him he needed to go and get some help. But when he tried to do the same thing for her, she bit his fucking head off and called him a child and told him that she don't need nobody telling her to watch her liquor. And I said, I don't care what you say, bitch. To me, it looked like you drink too much. Okay? I don't care what you say. I also feel like you demeaned and disrespected that man, and you continue to feel like you're entitled to do that just because he expressed to you that he felt like liquor turns you into a terrible person. So there's that. But he's gonna reach out to her. Okay. Savannah says that they need to talk because he still cares. Savannah, okay, girl, okay. Like, what else is going on with you? I wish they would show us more of Savannah's life instead of always showing us scenes with her and somebody else on the show. Like, what about what's going on in Savannah's household, in her family, in her life? What's going on over there? I don't like that y'all have her in this co-starring role when it's obvious that old girl got shit with her. Like, let's take it over to the house, okay? Anyway, JoJo, Lazy Bone, Twist, what is KC's son's name, y'all? Greg? I forgot. He looked like my friend Greg. I don't know what KC's son's name is, but the nigga look like look just like KC. So I'm gonna call the nigga KC's son for right now. Okay. So they meet up on somebody's rooftop and they playing cards. And apparently KC's son was too loud for everybody. Lazy felt like he was a little loud. Then Twist felt like he was a little loud. And he was like, well, my bad. Ain't nobody ever told me I was loud before, but we all outside. The fuck? But still, Devin. Okay, but still, Devin, hold it down. Okay? Hold it down. Okay? We got neighbors and shit. But either way, I did kind of feel like I could understand how he can come off as extra to high people. So I want the high people to go get high and calm the fuck down, because I don't like the fact that Twist was about to make a moment out of that. Like, that was working on my nerves. Twist, I need for your little ass to realize that you can't control everybody. Okay, everybody is not on your timetable, your volume, your level, and that's fine. If you don't like that somebody is loud, walk away from them. This need to try to control people around you, I don't know what he on, but I don't like it. He always is talking to people in this very authoritative manner, and I'm like, little nigga, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Little nigga, take a breath. Okay. Because I will never forget that you let that white boy use you as a fucking patsy. Shh. Okay, calm down over there. Anyway, Lazy Bone takes him to the side to talk to him because it's obvious this was about to become a fucking moment. So let them be serious about cards. If you don't know how to play spades, just say that. But stop trying to make it seem like niggas is on one because they playing spades and the game is getting serious. Okay? But anyway, takes him to the side, talking about his case. He's, really trying to nail this performance that he has coming up because he doesn't want to let McMain down. Okay. He's already disappointed McMain by getting this gun charge. So right now he's trying to get back to, doing his thing. I'm a stoner who don't like loud people, but I'm not gonna talk down to a person who personally ain't as chill as my. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And understand, y'all. In real life, I don't project this much unless we having a conversation or I'm excited. Like, but just in regular conversation, like I'm not like, girl, yeah, no. It's down here. It's especially in public. It's down here. It's on to calm down. I'm not trying to talk that loud. Okay. If we right here, what are you loud for? We're right here. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, I just didn't like the way he talked to son. It just seemed like you was trying to pump fake or some shit. Like you was trying to test son gangster. And I just don't understand why it always needs to be like that. I feel like he's loud in all his scenes. He is, but recognize that he's always in two places in his scenes, in the studio or outside. And the nigga country. Like Lazy said, country niggas be loud. Let people be who they are. You just walk off. Give them some ear space, okay, or some shit. Anyway, JoJo invites everyone to hear his artist, right? Artist has real cute, vibey music. I appreciate it. I put it in Discord, Twitter, and on the website, on the forum. Thank you so much, Lisa. Okay, I'm gonna put it in Facebook. That's where I need to put it. I appreciate you for that. I need to let the bonbons know on Facebook too, because that's always a good notification system. I should have posted it on Patreon too, since I'm letting people stay on as Patreons at this point. Hold up, y'all. Let me post it on Patreon before I get into this little performance scene or whatever. Okay. Hold up. As y'all see, there is no more $1 option. Like, that's over too. We're not doing that anymore. Sorry. I feel like I was just devaluing myself when I gave y'all that option. Okay. Okay. All right. Posting. And we're done with that. Okay, thank you so much for your patience. It's greatly appreciated. Twist was trying to sun that man. Yes, yes, Keon, yes. That's what it felt like to me. Okay. So JoJo invites everybody to hear his artist. Everyone was worried Tanice would not be there, but Tanice was there. Okay. Brianna and Boogie talk. She is still ignoring the whole drinking situation and acting like he's tripping. He believes that she has a chaotic life, but they decide to have a drink together. And he says that after going through rehab and doing what he needs to do, he's gotten his drinking under control so he can drink without getting out of control. That's what he believes. I said, okay. But all of this seems very worrisome and problematic for two people that have a hard time controlling their liquor to sit down and have a drink together. But you know what? To each his own. Okay. She found it weird that he was drinking as well. And I'm like, why do you find it weird? Don't find it fucking weird, okay? Don't find it weird because you drinking with him. Do not find it weird, okay? Like, I'm just like, don't do that. Don't do that because it is some real cognitive dissonance that you know performing right now with not understanding the similarities between you and him. So please back away from me with this, okay? But the song that they played was a vibe. Okay. Brianna and Boogie hugged it out. Okay. We're cool for the moment. And I say for the moment because we know it's only for the moment. Tanice says that she hates that she and JoJo had such a big argument because JoJo is like, JoJo is being extra as fuck. I don't believe for a second that JoJo is really about to divorce Tanice for any reason that she currently can give him. Like all of this, oh, she isn't showing up for dates. Oh, she isn't, listening to me whine or waiting on my every whim. Like whatever the fuck he's going through right now, ain't nobody paying attention to you with that foolishness. Okay, so get out of my facial with that, JoJo. You're not about to leave Tanice for that. Okay, and I don't like the way you are in confessionals and saying shit like, oh, if she don't show up, I don't know what that means for my marriage. Like, nigga, your baby is 2 months old. Pipe down, calm down, sit back. Okay? Have some patience with your wife and stop acting like a bitch. Anyway, I'm sorry. I had to say it like that because that's what it felt like. Bree just likes to turn mirrors on others instead of herself. Yeah, she does. She's very in tune when she's reading the fuck out somebody else, but can never give herself that same introspection. And I just, I'm not a fan of people that can't look at themselves like that. I'm sure she thinks she looks at herself, but in her interactions with Boogie, it makes it blatantly clear that you do not. Okay. It's weird that she even was mad at him for being concerned, like she wasn't on meth and crying in Master P's bathroom. When was she on meth? When did she do meth? Bitch, why are you doing meth? I feel like that about people who love hookah but talk about marijuana smokers. Shaking my head, knock it off. Like seriously, knock it off because like that shit is terrible on your body. But go ahead, keep smoking it. Keep smoking it. It tastes good. Okay. No, it doesn't. TC and Sean are talking about the wedding again. And her allowing Tyrone to come to the wedding unvaccinated when Sean's fucking dad has to get vaccinated, even though he did not want to. Okay. I'm sorry. I need to pull it out for a second. Wait a minute. Give me a second. TT, I'm tired of you. Y'all, can I be honest? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to upset some people. I always do. TT is one of those black women that when they get with white men, they stop grooming themselves like black women. All of a sudden the edges are no longer being secured or taken care of. And I'm not saying slick. I'm talking about even moisturized. Okay. It's always given a Condoleezza Rice tea. Okay. It's always given a rough around the edges, but I have my hair thrown back over my shoulders like I'm some white girl. That's not what your hair is giving. They also always do makeup that is like a few complexions too shy of their own, as if fucking a white man all of a sudden means that you see yourself as a different color. I don't know. But when I saw this picture this weekend of TT and Sean, I was just like, oh, there goes the Candace Owens, Condoleezza Rice, Serena Williams effect. Shout out to Tika Sumpter because she's one of the only ones that I have not seen this occur on. Okay. Shout out to Eve. Even though Eve, I feel like, girl, we was a little worried for a second
We was a little worried, okay? But I'm just, I can't. And it's not even from the political place. It's from the place of the way you guys seem to see yourselves. The grooming changes, how you view your hair changes. Like all of a sudden, your face is white and your hair is slicked. And it's like, that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. So TT aggravates my ass on a few different levels. But I cannot stand this shit with Tyrone. If Tyrone does not want to get vaccinated, Tyrone should not be there. That's it. That's all. I don't understand why we have continued conversation every damn episode about Tyrone coming to the wedding when Sean has let you know on numerous occasions that he is not comfortable with the fact that he has had his family going through the highways and the byways doing what TT told them to do for this damn wedding, all for Tyrone to be able to do whatever the fuck he want to do. And she sitting up there talking about he said he was going to get tested. Oh, okay. He should do that then. He should get tested and make sure he does not have the COVID before he come around his elderly family members that he hasn't even spent enough time with to come around them one day and kill them. Okay? Do us all a fucking favor. All right? The only person that should be casket sharp at this wedding is TT because she's the only one that seems to not know what her foundation color should be. Anyway, Sam and Egypt have Eric's messy ass over. I'm like, what the fuck? Eric is the one that goes and gets information from everybody so that he can then hustle it amongst the people because, these people don't hang with those people and shit. I don't like that. I don't like that. Bondy, can you please tell people getting the vaccine will not stop you from getting COVID? Sean was blowing me. No, yes. I understand that. I so understand that it doesn't, but you have to also understand that if this is a rule they have made, Tyrone should not be able to get away with said rule. Okay, if Sean's dad cannot get away with said rule. That's my thing. And yes, you can catch it, but if you are elderly or sickly, okay, listen, this is what they say. They say if you are elderly, sickly, or you have health issues, getting the COVID will make it worse if you are not vaccinated. That's what they say. So they ask for everybody to be vaccinated to create like this type of herd immunity. Okay, that's what they wanted from everybody, but y'all don't want to do that. Okay, y'all want to fight everybody about it. And that's fine. Do what you will. But what I'm going to say is, then people said, get vaccinated. I feel like testing should be, good enough. To me, I feel like if they do some good testing 3 days before and then the day of, then everybody should be fine. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like I am tired of this conversation because I feel like a lot of people are saying no just to be defiant, not because they really have a real reason for it. There are some people who have real reasons for it. And a lot of y'all are just being defiant to be defiant. And it's exhausting. And I'm just over it. Because Tyrone makes me feel like you're being defiant just to be defiant. And that's why you should stay your ass away from them old people, if that's the case. Because he was acting like he didn't even want to get tested. Vaccine decreases your chances and also can lessen the symptoms if you do get it. That's what they say. That's what they say. And honestly, I'm a little bit, inclined to believe. I am a little bit inclined to believe. Hey, I don't know where we'll be years from now. I don't know. Okay. But what I do know is I took the rest of the fucking vaccines they told me to take. I took the rest of them hoes. Okay. And I took the HPV when too damn late. Okay. I took it. And I'm so grateful I didn't catch the one that causes genital warts and all of that shit. Okay. The Lord, has been blessing me because nobody wants to deal with that. Okay. Shout out to the people who go through those types of things. I'm praying for you, love. Okay. Because that shit is terrible. At the end of the day, that shit is uncomfortable. Nobody wants to be uncomfortable in their nether regions. 2 places you don't want to be uncomfortable: your mouth and your nether regions. Okay. And I was late to getting that fucking vaccine. So at the end of the day, exactly. Most people don't have a real reason. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more of an overall defiance. Like, I don't want to do it just because I don't want to do it. And I'm just like, okay, like it's fine. But it's like you got all them other ones they made you get in school, but roll with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's whatever you want to do. Especially when people be like, that the girl from Harlem, I'm still not over that. I'm like, really? You missed out on that opportunity. The check must not be that good if she felt like it was worth giving up that opportunity. I just don't know. I don't know what the future is for all of this. But what I'm gonna say is that I'm trying to be here today, tomorrow. Like I'm trying to stay, y'all. I'm trying to be here. Okay. And I feel like I'm gonna try to do as much as I can based off the knowledge that we've been given to do that. You know what I mean? And to not make the other people around me sick and all of those things. But I feel like everybody should do whatever the fuck they need to do. Okay, do whatever you need to do for you. That's what I'm going to say. All right, but I want y'all, stop being on bullshit because you just want to be on some bullshit. Because I really do feel like that about a lot of y'all. Y'all are on bullshit just because y'all want to be like, no. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I saw that Rockman Dunbar is suing Fox for over him not getting that vaccine. I saw that. And I wonder how that's going to go. I wonder how that's going to go. I'm very curious. Everyone around me who's vaccinated caught and spread COVID just as rapidly as those who are unvaccinated. Astro Queen, to be honest, I don't think that's true. I think you're talking about the Omarion that everybody caught for Christmas. And there are some people that almost died from the Omarion. And there are some of us that just was just a little weak, a little tired, and there were some of us who didn't have it that recovered very well. Honestly, I really feel like it's about your own health. And I think there are people who are not as healthy as they assume that they are. And, there's that. But I don't necessarily think that you can rate how quickly it was passed around to everybody when we all know that Christmas, everybody got it for Christmas. Like, it was like they sent that shit to us through the internet, bitch. Like, it was like you got on your phone that day, you got the Omarion, baby. Like, when I tell you people who I wasn't around, but I was like, her, like everybody, okay? Child, and people are still scared that 20 years from now it would turn out to be an experiment. Child, listen, all of it, and then what? And then what? It was an experiment, and then what? Well, what's the outcome of that though? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I just kind of feel like I'm annoyed by the conversation. I just don't even care anymore. I want y'all to do what the fuck y'all want to do. And I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do. But I want a lot of y'all to, stop being stupid because y'all be out here getting the flu vaccine. Y'all be out here at the Walgreens getting the flu vaccine. All these previous years, your ass was at your job getting that fucking flu vaccine. Nigga turn around and turn the flu vaccine into the this one, and now everybody like, nope, not doing it. I'm not doing it. And like I said, like you said, Astro Queen, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But it's just sometimes it just be like, yeah, nigga, whatever. Like all that. You because the shit that Tyrone was talking about, y'all, my spirit. All right, bro. Okay, all that shit. Get away from me. Look, all right, nigga, all that. Okay. I know people who don't think it's real, which is mine. That's what it's just a lot of like, what is going like the entrance of fake news and alternative facts, like that shit really has reality skewed for a lot of people. They are refusing to believe that the people around them are getting sick and dying, and it is what it is. No, we're not talking about Jocelyn today. See, if you look at the top of the video and the title, it has the videos that the shows that I'm talking about in this live. And I have not even seen Jocelyn's Cabaret this week, and I haven't seen Black Ink Crew either. I asked y'all on the forum if y'all thought it was worth reviewing. Y'all let me know on the forum if y'all think it was worth reviewing. People who have access to that. Because I haven't even seen it yet. My friend's husband called Omarion and he didn't. They are part of the J&J and got that and blurred there while on horn. Oh, okay. People who Yeah, experiment. We've been an experiment. We know that some population control exists, but if the hard head, look, I feel like it look like you about to go either way, so I don't know what everybody tripping out about. Look like they're gonna get us one way or another one out this bitch, okay? But back to the subject at hand. Sam and Egypt have Eric messy ass over and they talk about the jail sentence again. TT again. And Egypt says that she's been making a conscious effort to talk to TT, but TT is not reaching back out to her. But she's open to a sit down whenever TT wants to talk to her. I'm over it at this point, and I don't give a fuck. Then we have that scene at the end when Tiny, Sequoia's mom, goes to see Brianna in the studio and she working on her very Macy Gray sounding ass music. You know, do what you want, girl. I feel your vibe. It's all good. I want some of that incense, but I couldn't find the Instagram page that you had posted. But yeah, so they talk about the police brutality again. She talks about how she was so worried about her son, how she felt like he was traumatized, you know, what happened the next day. She freaks out. Y'all, what I noticed is I don't know what Brianna's story is exactly. I'm sure that, you know, there's a Tasha K interview out there with information on this, but you can tell that Brianna has been sexually assaulted in her life. Like, you can tell. And it was crazy to watch her breaking down and going through this very traumatic experience physically, violently, and wanting to physically touch her to soothe her. And you can't, because she's like, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch me. You know, which I understand is a reaction from the trauma that she's had. And y'all, it got me and my husband talking about the first time we saw Brianna was when she punched old boy in that video that, you know, they was doing some shit on the street and she looked rough then. So when she was talking about the things that she had been through and living on the streets, and that just makes me think about her dad. And I don't know, but it just makes me feel like her dad is like some terrible person, because I have to understand how, as a grown-ass man, you were able to find yourself in a relationship with Mary J. Blige, all for you to finagle that lady out of her fucking money, had to go on tour to pay you for, you know, you to go and fuck on her protege or whatever the fuck happened. But where were you in your daughter's life when she was living on the street and being passed around in crack houses? Like, where was your daughter? Like, where were you in your daughter's life? Like, where? And to me, I feel like that makes you a piece of shit when that's the story your daughter has to tell while you live a great life. That's the story she has to tell about her upbringing, about what happened to her. She can't even be soothed or comforted by someone because of the trauma that she's obviously been through. And I was in tears watching her. I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her because I was like, I felt Sequoia's mama Tiny. Like, I felt her wanting to comfort her and not being able to because Brianna just couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Mary took care of Bree and was like her mom. Bree can be a lot, but she has been through the most raw on this show. True, I felt I went through that when I first started watching Growing Up Hip Hop. I stopped being shocked by some views of C19 after I saw the conversation of it's women's job to not get pregnant if a man doesn't want a baby. They don't even understand condoms. We doomed. Wait, oh my God, like, why, where do we live? I agree. The stuff she shared about her life on this show was completely overlooked by the cast. Boogie was the only one who seemed to care. Production should have actually helped her. I'm sorry, I do watch Who Is Her Daddy? Can do. Mary J. Blige, ex-husband. Okay. Also somebody who did fugazi business practices. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard a lot just about the things he would do, get people to send money thinking that Mary was going to come and perform and no Mary shows up and they've paid a portion of the money. Like, he would do stuff like that. So I personally felt like he didn't deserve that alimony money that he got. I think she was also paying for children that were not hers. It was a lot of things that Kendu was able to finagle, and it just made me, we were having a conversation like, what the fuck was Mary's lawyers on? Like, how did this all happen? You know what I'm saying? Ex-husband Empress can do. Okay, Bree said she didn't want her to touch her because she didn't want to transfer negative energy. A lot of people, yeah, no, I agree, but I also feel like her reaction was still obvious. The reaction of, if I am like heightened emotionally or feeling trauma, don't touch me, because then if you know what I'm saying, like it's not even just about transference of energy, because she can say that, but that felt like a trauma reaction, like somebody touched me when I was highly upset and it did not go well. And now I cannot take people trying to physically, calm me when I'm upset because of what happened to me. Like she can say that, but that seemed like it was the way she was reacting. It wasn't just like, don't touch me, I don't want to. It wasn't just that. It was, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Like her body was physically reacting. She was saying she was knocking on the door, begging to come home, and her mother just turned up the TV and ignored her. Oh my God. Definitely, because it seems like she was in a moment from her. But yes, well, you live 20 years later and not dead tomorrow. I would take 20 years over one day. Bruh, like, at least we got there. Listen, okay? At least we got there. Yeah, I felt real bad for Brianna, y'all. But that was growing up hip hop. The show is blah as fuck. And I wish they would do better. Because otherwise, sometimes I'd be like, why am I here? That's how I feel. Y'all, let's move on to K. Michelle's My Killer Body. Okay, my killer body, your killer body, our killer body. What? She did not say it, but when she said going, being passed around crack houses, I think that was the wording. I don't know what I'm to assume, you know what I'm saying? But we all know that somebody obviously did something to Brianna, because nobody is being passed around crack houses without being assaulted as a young child. Like a young girl, like I can't even, like, and plus I'm just saying, like, people who have been through that, I think you wear it, like it's on you. Like people can't always tell, but once you find out, you realize there's some heaviness that is definitely like there. That it's indicative that that's what happened. That man played Mary, didn't he though? Child. Okay, so K. Michelle's My Killer Body. Let's get into that. My killer body. My killer body. Look, this is a theme song. Where's a theme song for this shit? Okay. The show is becoming who parents did what in the game, and it's annoying now. Like, what the fuck y'all actually doing? I want New York back. It was funny as fuck. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a lot of disjointed storylines and shit created for the show versus us following real stories. Weird shit. But let's go ahead and get into My Killer Body. So we have Talia and we have Indy. Let's talk about Talia first, you guys. Talia, I believe it would be referred to as a trans woman in this situation. Okay, because at first it was given drag queen, and then there was like a transitioning period once Talia started to get silicone injections. Okay, and it's so funny because I actually had a friend growing up that went and got that shit done, and I remember being like, Cyrus, like he died not too long after. I'm not sure if that was why. They said he had meningitis. So I wasn't exactly sure whether, it was how he got the meningitis, which is an infection of the brain, I believe. But he definitely got like injections in his face when we were in our 20s. And I grew up with him, you know what I'm saying? So it was so funny. He used to have the hugest crush on me until we became teenagers. And then he became, one of the gay boys. And, he was just still always my friend. And I remember watching that transition when, and I'm referring to him as him because that's what he was referred to as. Like he was always both. It was never just one. And, I just grew up with him in that way, and he never expected me to refer to him as she. I'm saying that, to let y'all know, like, I respected my friend, and if Cyrus would have wanted to be called a different name completely, then I would have been fine with that. But as long as I knew him and before he passed, it was still very much both. You know what I'm saying? So I saw that with Talia in her face. Like as soon as I saw her face, I was like, oh my God, it reminded me of my friend. Cause I remember seeing him at a job interview. We were both going to the hotels for job interviews at the time. after Katrina, and I saw him standing outside, and at the time, you know, he's dressed like a dude, you know, and because he's going to get jobs, he was trying to go get a job, so he has like, you know, dude clothes on, but you can see his face, and you know, it just looks swollen and shit, and I was just, you know, it just kind of broke my heart a little bit. Because Cyrus was always cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cyrus was always cute. Bitch, when we was young, Cyrus used to be outside with the red contacts on, with the red beads in his braids. And you know what I'm saying? The red fit, like just matching for dear God, okay? Matching for dear God, okay? God rest his soul, bro. Child, our parents sure do make life hard on us sometimes. But it just reminded me of my friend, made me a little sad. And I really hope Talia is able to like healthily get all of the injections out of her body, because that shit can kill you, you guys, especially when you got them in your face. Talia got silicone injections in her face, in her breast, in her hips, in her butt, and she's gotten them out of her face, gotten them out of her breast, and now the next thing is to get the silicone out of her hips and butt. I think Talia was on Botched a few years back. Really? I must have missed that episode. But so Talia was in the military, and at the same time she started doing pageants, started getting real heavy in pageants, and quit the military, and then decided, because of her you know, her mother in the community, her what she said, hold up, let me go back down so I can get the right word, her mentor, because sometimes child, your brain be like, ugh, you know, but her mentor, you know, her house mother, whatever, you know, told her to get silicone injections, because that's how, you know, the boys would get more like feminine body figures for when they would dress up, you know, and they wanted to look like that in life, period. So they get they injections and shit. They get them in the face, they get them in the hips, they get them in the breast, instead of going get a boob job. Looks like they would get the injections in the chest area, you know, all to create the more feminine appeal. As you can see, Talia is serving in this picture, and I wanted y'all to see both women for what they looked like before they did so much damage to themselves. And I did not have like a real picture of Talia's misshapen situation, because you just couldn't really, I just couldn't really capture it. But y'all know how it is when the butts be hard, and you know what I'm saying? It's just hard and misshapen. And that happened kind of like 3 years after she started having complications from the shots. But let me go back to my notes so I can make sure I don't miss anything. So got them in her face, hips, breast, butt. She always is in pain. K. Michelle comes to see Talia, and apparently they have like a real relationship. They talk and everything. And she explains that she just got the silicone removed from her face. The girl that she went to do the injections, when she first went to go get more in her hip and butt, told her to lay down on the dirty ass carpet floor of the hotel and roll around to smooth out her body. And then told her to get some cans of beans to roll on her body. Okay. And she's been having a hard time walking. You can see her walking with her dog, and how it's hard for her to walk on an incline. Like, it's hard for her to live her life now. So she's mad at herself for doing this, you know, but knowing that it became somewhat of an addiction for her. And it was the same thing with her mentor. So they talk about the silicone beads traveling to the tissue lines and creating these little balls. And that's where you get all those lumps and misshapes, because the silicone migrates to each other into your fat cells and type, you know, lumps together. And then child, don't even talk about when it get connected to the muscle. Like, oh my God, it's too much. I cannot. Okay. So it's been really hard dealing with this and the things that people say. And like, I really do. It makes it hard, because when I tell y'all, I never want to make somebody feel bad, but I also feel like we have to talk about these things, and we have to be real about what's happening. And it is what it is. I would never go to anybody's page. I would never go to K. Michelle's page and tell her I can't stand her fucking nose job that she got done while she was trying to get the silicone out her ass. You know, because she went in one way and came out another, like she had a 2-for-1 or something like that, child. I don't fucking know. I express my opinion on my platforms just like everybody else does, but I would never go to somebody and act them under their comments and all of that type of shit, because how I feel about them is how I feel. That's not their issue, and they should be able to live their lives without feeling like the world is bullying them for the mistakes that they've made when they're already going through the pain of it all, the physical pain, the trauma, not being able to live their life to the fullest, not being able to move around. So ultimately, nobody wants to make people feel worse about the pain they're already in. But the truth is the truth, and this shit is stupid. I don't know what y'all be going through in y'all mind where you go to a hotel room and let somebody inject something into your body as if you can trust them. Y'all, I don't trust people at all. Like I give my doctors and my nurses a hard time because I realize they take advantage of you not giving them a hard time. Fuck that. Give them a hard time. Okay? Ask questions. Tell them when shit hurt. This hurt. I'm in pain, bitch. What are you doing? Ow! Make noise. Make noise in them people hospitals. Do you hear me? Okay. But they just talked about how it's hard dealing with the things that people say about them, and you just kind of have to learn how to ignore it, you know. So 3 years after the shots, Talia got cellulitis in her calf muscle, and she got a call about one of the people, one of the friends or one of the associates dying, because she didn't say my friend, she just said somebody died. I'm guessing somebody that went to the same woman that she went to. And that's when they found out that she had basically been putting the freeze pack beads in a blender with mineral oil and baby oil, blending it together, putting it in a jug, saying it was silicone, and injecting it into people, okay, which is obviously causing them to die, okay? And this is what was in her butt and her hips. Maybe not when they did her face, but and also, y'all, the silicone travels. I'm sorry I scared y'all. I'm sorry. I don't be meaning to scream, but I want y'all to like be boisterous. Like if something hurts, say it hurts, y'all. Do not allow for people to play with you in these situations, because it's a lot to put your trust in someone to go under a knife, to be put under, drugs and anesthesia. That shit is not easy. No matter how many times I go through having procedures where I have to be put under medication and all of that, that shit is never easy. Okay? Because it's trusting that people aren't going to fuck you up. It's trusting that people aren't going to, take advantage of you because you're Black and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's just always a very nerve-wracking experience for me. So I can only imagine once you go through all of this and have all of this pain in your body and everything you go through, like it's crazy to me that people would allow for people who you cannot touch for real, once something has gone wrong. Like, I'm going to the hospital because if you motherfuckers fuck me up, I'm suing y'all asses. Okay? Like, at the end of the day, if you do something to fuck me up, like use tools that are not clean on me, I am suing you. Okay? She goes to see the doctor and she has to put a thong on, which she hates doing because you can really see, everything. And it's just also, it's also painful, right? So the doctor says that her skin is still alive, and because of that, and a lot of people lose skin because of the injections. You see the girl next week, all her butt is black because it's decaying from the inside out. At least Talia's skin was still healthy so that they were able to, they would be able to go in and take out as much as they could and then sew it back. And so then we can heal and we can move on to the next one. Okay. Then we see her talk to her mom, and her mom talks about how she really wanted a girl when she had Talia, and God saw fit to give her a girl in the way that God gave her a girl. And I love that. I love the support that Talia's mom was showing her. That just made me feel good, because nobody needs to also go through having transphobic fucking parents while you're going through this type of pain. So they then talk about her mentor who convinced her to get the injections. And she says that when she went in to have her breast tissue, the scarring and all of the shit that happened because she got the injections in her chest, when she went to go get that shit taken out, she called her mentor and said, listen to me. Do not go and get any more fucking injections. This shit will kill you. I am getting this shit removed from my body right now because it's making me sick, friend. Don't do it. Friend said she wasn't going to do it. Friend went and got injections on Saturday, was in a coma on Tuesday, died on Friday. Do you hear me? Whew. And then we see at the end, Talia was going in to do post-op and ended up telling the truth about the fact that she was still smoking cigarettes. And the doctor was like, well, we need to postpone it because, you need to not be smoking cigarettes. And I'm just like, damn, that shit really be fucking up your health to the point that if you're already fucked up like this, you have to be at the best of your health in order to make it through the surgery. So they don't want to do a surgery on you if you're putting your body in any type of stress that it doesn't need. And we all know cigarettes do a number. Okay. You're right, Bondi. I've started to now be vocal at the doctor after having some doctors try to play me in the past. Child, when I tell you, I remember when I got pneumonia for the second time and I went to the doctor and I was like, I think I have pneumonia again. And the motherfucker was acting like I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, all for it to come back. Yeah, you got pneumonia again. Yeah, bitch, I know. Because I had it before. I know how it feels. They really be out here trying not to believe you. Had to rewind and scream. I had a hand problem and my doctor said it was nothing. I told her my mom worked at the hospital and she sent me to the specialist and found out I have arthritis. It's like they don't even want to deal with you, so they just lie and tell you nothing's wrong with you. As a nurse, I'd rather you be honest with your pain than be asleep. And as soon as I turn on the lights, you're telling me you're in pain. Child. We need to scream about the pain. Say you in pain. I'm wrong. It was someone different. Her name is Raji. Wait, hold up. What happened? What are we talking about? I missed that. I missed it. I don't even know. Okay. Bondi, after I had my son, the damn doctor left gauze in me and I got really sick and had to take hella meds after my 6-week checkup. Oh my God. Smoking does not let the body heal properly. Thank you, Saucy B, for that extra information. My sister had to stop smoking in order to get her breast reduction. Okay. I'm very vocal after my nurses almost killed me during childbirth from magnesium toxicity. Oh my God. Smoking interferes with anesthesia also. Okay. Cigarettes kills the healthy cells after surgery. Wow, I did not know that. Y'all better let me know. Right? Incompetence, bro. It's ridiculous. Took me several years to get properly diagnosed with endometriosis. A Black doctor finally diagnosed me. Do you hear me? Smoking also stops the incisions from healing correctly. It was 27 weeks. I was 27 weeks pregnant in labor and they didn't believe me. My kids are 5 now, but they almost didn't make it. Oh my God. Kim, I'm so sorry for that. Y'all make noise. They tell y'all something ain't something, it's fine. And you say that it don't feel good, get you another opinion. Get you another opinion and write reviews on these motherfuckers. That's another thing. They got reviews to be put on them. Y'all need to be the type of people to write reviews on people and give honest opinions. If they did something wrong, let the Google know that this doctor is not to be trusted, especially if you a Black lady. Okay? Y'all, do reviews on these fucking doctors that's out here mistreating us because you don't want to end up with a Dewey type doctor. Okay, xenophobic, racist motherfuckers that you end up, asking for help because they didn't refer you to him because he's supposed to be good at his job, but he racist and don't like Black people, so he don't give a fuck about how he treats you and how you recover and how you're managing your pain and all of that. Y'all, we got to do better as far as making sure that we don't allow them to do these things to us because they really rely on us being too scared or not wanting to bother anybody. Fuck that. Take up space. Bother people. Be loud. I don't give a fuck. I was going to tell me, somebody's in the next room. I don't give a fuck about who's in the next room. I don't give a fuck about who's in the next room. I'm in here about to get cut into. I don't give a fuck about who's in the next room, nurse. I want to tell you something. That lady said that shit to me. I almost cursed her fucking ass out. I said, Brittany, calm down. Calm down. Because you're nervous and you always get agitated when you got to go and have surgery early in the fucking morning. You're always agitated. So just don't curse the lady out. But I had a little back and forth with my husband. And it's Brittany, ma'am, I understand that you have children, but I am not one of them. I almost said I had to not say nothing to her. But I swear to God, I'm about to curse that fucking lady out. Courtney, thank you so much for the super chat. I was in the hospital with COVID pneumonia and the doctor wanted to send me home, but I refused. I'm glad I didn't because I got extremely sick that night. Do you hear me? Telling fucking people no. I don't like what you said. You might be racist. Get me another doctor in here. Okay, yep, I worked as an assistant to a surgeon. I know now about reviews because other groups of folks do it all the time over very little things. So go off, y'all. Exactly. Okay? I made sure I got a Black OBGYN when I had my son. They also asked if I wanted to go home after day one. I said no, and I stayed one more day just to be sure I was fine. I know that's right. My back forever is in pain after I had my son. I get mad at myself sometimes because I told myself I wasn't going to get it. Oh, you talking about your epidural and they made you get it, or you had to have a C-section and you didn't want to get that? Yeah, they do a lot of like trying to just get us out the fucking door and not worrying about the long-term effects that their lackluster care and their overall negligence will have on our bodies because they don't give a fuck about us. Use us as guinea pigs for white women and then throw us to the side when we're in their care. I never had to be vocal with the doctor, but I always ask questions as to what medications they are giving me and the purpose of it. You have to. You check in on things. I had a C-section with Layla. The nurse tried to refuse my pain meds on the day after surgery. What? Excuse me? Girl, tried. I would be like, I don't want her as my nurse. I don't want her as my nurse. I will file a lawsuit. This sounds like somebody that isn't listening to my pain and wants me to sit in here suffering and dying because I'm black. I don't want him as my nurse. Cynthia, thank you for the super chat. I just cursed my doctor out and went back to my old doctor who really cared about me. I know that's right. Thank you for the super chat, love. Y'all got to take care of yourselves and advocate for yourselves. So and that's why when y'all have babies, y'all don't be wanting to get doulas and all of that, but y'all need to have somebody that know what the fuck going on that's going to care about you in a room when you have a baby, because they be trying to force y'all to do shit y'all don't want to do, that your body don't need to do, because they want to hurry up and get you out of there. So not only having a black female OBGYN, but also having doulas and wet nurse, not wet nurse, child. Y'all know, there's a word and I can't find it in my mind, but y'all know what I'm talking about besides the doula, to help y'all in having babies, okay? Because, I don't like what I'm hearing. I do not like what I am hearing, okay? Yes, birthing doula, insurance pays, but people, especially black people, don't know. Y'all, do y'all hear me? Get y'all some doulas when y'all have these fucking babies. And a midwife, thank you. Midwives, doulas, get y'all other women who know what's going on, who have, helped facilitate births with other women. Get that help. Okay, get somebody in that room with you to help protect you, because sometimes your husband don't know, your baby daddy don't know, your mama may not know, your family members may not know, or they may not know to fight and advocate for you the way you need to be advocated for. Please, y'all having these babies in these white people's hospitals, get you somebody that's gonna make sure you all right. Do you hear me? Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about Indy. So Indy got 360 lipo, and y'all, when I tell y'all I wanted to curse Indy the fuck out, y'all look at Indy's body. Let me tell you why I wanted to curse Indy out. A few reasons. First of all, didn't feel like Indy needed no motherfucking 360 lipo. Okay? Indy says she was feeling herself, girl. Right around 33, 34, somebody tells her or asks her what she expecting. So instead of cursing they fucking ass out, she internalized it and started to look into 360 lipo instead of going to get her fucking ass a gym membership. When I tell y'all this lady did not have any real fat on her body like that, she had a few little something, but nothing that a few months in the gym would not get together, especially for somebody that was already looking like this. Okay? Look at this lady, y'all. Look at this lady. She was already showing off midriff and cut off shirts and looking cute, and let somebody get in her head enough to make her feel like she needed to go and look up lipo. When it got the lipo, another thing, why y'all not telling us who the fuck these doctors are? When it got 360 lipo, all right? And for some reason, she ended up getting a lot of fluid in her stomach. There was also a burn, okay? That turned into a scar, and her stomach was misshapen. And she said the pain feels like jolts of electricity shooting through her fucking body, all because you let somebody, get in your head about, are you expecting? Bitch, do it look like I'm expecting? Do you know how many times people have said that to me? Do you know how many times people have said that to me? Like, no, is there a dick in your mouth? Because I can't tell. I'll say some fucked up shit to you if I feel like it. Okay? But either way, this lady going to get this surgery, has a fluid buildup, goes back for the post-op, and they poking needles in her incisions. They don't drug her. got her sitting there in pain as they're sucking the fluid out of her stomach without drugging her. Then the cupping, okay, cupping her skin. And they weren't supposed to be doing that either. They were supposed to give at least a month or two before they did cupping. But because of the way she was healing and the blood wasn't flowing, they thought that was a good way to get the blood flowing. Now she has the indentations from the cupping permanently in her damn stomach. Okay? Which is ridiculous. 360 lipo is lipo all the ways around. So not just the front, also your sides and your back to get rid of all of your rolls. Okay? So she now has this large incision that has a lot of scar tissue under the incision. And so she wants to get that removed because it causes an abnormal like pooch on her stomach. So you went and got 360 lipo and it doesn't even look like it. She goes and talks to the doctor and he says that she's probably going to have to just get a small tummy tuck to get rid of the tissue, right? So K. Michelle comes to see her and she explains how they did not drug her before cutting her and putting the drains in. And she decides to go ahead and have the surgery to get rid of the scar tissue. And as the doctor is in there slicing, you can see all of the scar tissue that is lumped up behind her skin. But the doctor was able to cut it all out to the healthy skin and sew her back right under her panty line like a C-section scar. And it was fine. You know what I'm saying? Like it looked good. I posted the picture right next to the first picture of that burn up here so y'all can see, and it looks great. But extremely unnecessary for what you had to go through. She said the blood would feel like hot lava under her stomach. She went through so much for that little amount of fat that she could have just went to the gym and worked off. Y'all, do y'all see what I'm saying? How crazy that is? To decide that because somebody who probably was hating on you and wanted to make you feel bad about yourself when they asked you that crazy fucking question. That's why I keep telling y'all, don't be asking nobody if they pregnant unless they show you they pregnant, okay? And a stomach is not a stomach is not a teller. Bitch, I'm fat, I'm hungry. Stop asking me that, okay? Look at the nose, all right? Does the nose look fatter? All right, that's always a teller with black women. Is the nose fatter? Are the cheeks fatter? Does the face look full? That's the only way you can tell bitches is pregnant. That's how I knew Rihanna was pregnant. I said, oh yeah, look at that face. She pregnant. Okay, you don't look at the body, you look at the face. And it is absolutely a rude question. I would have cursed out who said that to me. And I would never let that internalize in my mind enough for me to go and get some motherfucking surgery and end up looking like that. And I don't mean to make her feel bad, but I just thought that was insane that she would let that comment that I've heard many times cause her to go and get surgery when she did not have that much body fat on her at all. At all. Oh my God. My nose be fat. I'm telling y'all, it's the cheeks and the nose. That's how you can tell because everything just started looking full, you know? But she was able to get a good result. Now, Talia, on the other hand, child, Talia gonna have to wait until next week for us to find out what happened to her. But Indy was able to get everything corrected and everything looks better now. She's feeling confident again, and her boyfriend was able to then propose to her because now they don't have the weight of that on them. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine how you were about to ruin your fucking life over some damn surgery that you did not need. Oh my God. This lady stopped me yesterday, asked me if my dog was expecting. He a boy. I thought she was asking about me. Child getting ready to curse her the fuck out. Excuse me, bitch. Get ready to curse her the fuck out. All right, y'all. We about to move on to love during lockup. Y'all know what I need y'all to do for me. All right. So we're starting off with Haley and Dalton. Okay. Haley and Dalton. Hit the like button, like the video. Don't forget, follow my website, BondyBlueShow.com. Whether you are a paid member or a free member, please remember go and sign up on the website so I can have you guys in my membership registry and not just on YouTube. Don't forget, in the description box below is a link to all the Bonbons forum on Facebook. That's just another place for you guys to get notifications notifications of when I put out videos. I'm trying to remember to put them in there, as well as on Twitter, as well as in the Discord, as well as on the forum, just, on Patreon, as many places as I can to remind everybody of when I am doing videos so that I can see all of y'all here in the chat and in the comments. Okay. So make sure you go to my website, sign up, BondyBlueShow.com. If you want to support me, that is a great way to do so. Become a member, become a part of the forum, okay? Get a lot of information and little stuff before it happens. Get access to the Discord where, there's a collection of notable peen pics. Too much fun in my Discord, child. And just a place where people can support you and, be there for you if you're going through something. People that, just be caring about each other. I love my Discord. I love the community that has been created, because of me and all of that. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And, I love it. Anyway, so Haley and Dalton, y'all. Haley was not to be played with today, okay? Y'all, why did YouTuber Nikki Starr say Max was built like Johnny Bravo? Ain't never lied though. Oh my God. That's hilarious. So Haley was going down to the prison to confront Dalton. She said, normally they don't let me go the day of, but fuck that. I got something to get off my chest. And I want to see if I can get off my chest to his ass in person. So she goes down to the prison to try to confront him, but she has to convince the COs to get in. She wants to know if Dalton was cheating on her. I'm like, well, you already got the information that you needed from everybody, from your lawyer, from your mama, from his mama. There's no need to ask any more questions, okay? It is what it is. He calls with sweet words because she couldn't get in. But they have a phone conversation and he's talking about how much he loves her and how she's the one for him and he doesn't love anybody but her. The shit that these say when they trying to keep you on the leash. I logged into the website and I have 2 followers. The Bondy crew is going to support each other on. Listen, I love y'all for doing that. Okay. I love y'all for doing that. I don't need to follow y'all on there because I see everything. So just know if Bondy didn't follow you, it's just because I don't have to, because I see everything that y'all post anyway. So, but I appreciate y'all following each other. Y'all make groups amongst yourselves. It's y'all get to post whatever y'all want to post on the forum, and people are there to support. And it's not all of the Instagram, foolishness and everything. So I appreciate y'all. Okay. So yes, y'all, he had all the sweet words, y'all, all of the sweet words, but Haley wasn't hearing it this time. She's like, I spent $20,000 on you, man. Like, I could have spent that on my son. Okay, she goes in on him, calling him delusional, saying that, did you ask me for money to give to your ex? He was like, no, where are you even getting that from? She was like, I don't believe you. And then this works its way into her telling him that she doesn't love him anymore. And I was like, you don't love him no more. Girl, you don't love him no more that quickly. You was giving him all of the love you had. You was eating steak for him and everything. And now you don't love him no more. I know that's right. Haley don't love him no more. I swear to God, I bet not see you back talking about me and Dalton got back together, because Dalton says he's going to fight for Haley. I said, yeah, he going to fight because he wants your dumb ass to give him some more money. That's what they do. And I just want y'all to talk to these niggas in prison if that's what you want to do. Have a little phone sex with them. But please stop sending these niggas all of this money. If they don't have money to talk to you, tell them call their mammy. That's not your problem. Stop spending your money on these men. You know why? It's not an investment. You're just giving away money for no reason. You're just giving away money. Stop it. He ain't doing nothing for you but telling you shit you want to hear. And you could find somebody who could give you some dick that could tell you what you want to hear. And that way, at least you might get an orgasm out the situation. Maybe, But please, by all means, Haley, never again get in a situation where you are spending 20 G's on a man in prison that can't do anything for you when you have a fucking kid to provide a life for. Don't do that again. And I'm glad that somebody knocked some sense into you this time around. Okay? As much as I was here for her going off on him, I think she's going to take him back. I think so too. I'm going to wait and see, but I hope not. I hope not, because it's stupid. Y'all, let's go ahead and move on from there. Who's next? Gabby and Chris. Child, let me tell y'all something. Gabby and Chris is all kind of ways problematic. Let's pick out a few of the problematic themes going on with Gabby and Chris. First of all, Chris is 31 years old, criminal weapons possession, controlled substance possession. He's a drug dealer, okay? Drug dealer with his mama and his sister living in the projects. He gets beat up in prison, gets a settlement of $150,000, and gives most of the money to his Latino, racially ambiguous girlfriend that he just met while he's been in prison, who he just met. Meanwhile, your mama and your sister still living in the fucking slums in the ghetto as you give your money to a girl who is living at home with her fucking mama, doing everything for her, paying all her bills. Chris is like, throw the whole nigga away. Throw the whole nigga away. I'm sorry. The more we talk about this, the more Gabby tries to create a separation between Chris and his family, talking about she needs to get rid of them and all of that. You mean the black women that raised him? The black women that supported him? Also the black women that was okay with him being drug dealers. But you know, child, you can only want so much from hood boogers. That's no disrespect. It's the truth. I think you a hood booger if you okay with your son selling drugs just so you can get a little something out of the situation. And I do feel like that was his mama's vibe. Because you're more worried about Gabby and if you can trust her instead of worrying about what the fuck your son was thinking about. What was going through his head. Like Chris behaving like the folks who be on the outside usually do. Exactly. Gabby got a whole new body and face with Chris money. You a lie. Send me the before pictures. She still look a little bad. She still look like a little bad body. You know, she still look like, I gotta stop saying that. That's fucked up. But y'all know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Big baby, small hips. I don't know. We gonna see. But either way, we already know he feels so special because his facially challenged ass got him a racially ambiguous bitch with long hair. You already know what it is. But anyway, she and his sister Essie are not getting along, and we know why. But they're putting their things, their issues aside for Chris. Okay, and Chris wrote a letter to Gabby about how much he loves her, and now she's back. She back fucking with him. But Chris did not get out of jail the way they thought he was going to get out of jail, which was much to their chagrin and disappointment. And I just kind of feel like I think it's sad that women spend so much time supporting men who really don't support them. Like Essie being there for the brother who, did he give you any money? Did he help you and your mom get out the projects? Or did he give all the money to the new girlfriend and now y'all mad at the girlfriend instead of being mad at him? Because he didn't think to help y'all out when he got money. But when y'all get money, y'all probably putting money on his books, money on his commissary, writing, going to see him, having phone conversations with a nigga in jail all the fucking time, trying to uplift them and keep them in a good space as if it's your fault that they decided they wanted to go out in the streets and sell drugs. Y'all, I hate to sound like, one of them old black people that be tired of y'all with this bullshit. But essentially, what I am noticing is you niggas in jail have a lot of entitlement. A lot of entitlement. Y'all really feel like people on the outside are supposed to be making all these concessions for y'all and making all of these sacrifices and being all of this loyal to y'all and all of this shit while y'all are in prison. A place where y'all decided to get yourself, into. Like, I'm just over it. Indy and Harry. So let's go ahead and move on. Gabby was a bartender. And I think she said that she doesn't tell Chris that she bartended because she bartended at the strip club and she don't want him to get mad at her. I think that's what she said. I'm at the bartender. If you're looking for me, I'm at the bar with her. Oh, hi, okay. Y'all, I sure do miss the early college days of music by T-Pain. Last night, went to the club. I'm not gonna do it. Anyway, so Indy and Harry. So y'all, Indy just found out that she came all this way and she not gonna be able to see Harry, so she having a panic attack. Then he calls her and says that he was waiting on her at the halfway house, and she could have came and dropped off everything. The CEO was saying that he was going to let him do it, but when she called, they told her no. So her and her mom drive back over there to the halfway house so that she can give him the things that he needs. So I believe she was able to go in and give him the bags and stuff that he needed. And then she went back outside in the parking lot and proceeded to have a conversation with his family, right? Meet his mom and his sisters. And she goes straight into telling them about how her psychic told her that this would be a chaotic trip, but that at the end of it, she would be happy, even though you taking all your shit and your U-Haul back home instead of staying here in Ohio to be with a nigga that did not get out of jail. Okay. But he calls on FaceTime, and his family is in the background. They talk to him, and then after, they basically telling her that they think she's crazy and she needs to cool it now. Slow this shit down. You're doing too much. Okay. His mama don't like it either. His mama feel like she's a little crazy. She's kind of rushing into this situation. And her mama say she crazy. She running into this situation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can see it. All right. A blind nigga can see that something is wrong with Indy, not firing on all cylinders. They was nice to her. They kept it real. They was nice. But when they walked away, I like how one of the sisters was like, and she got her little girl calling him daddy. Like, that little girl don't even know my brother. And she got him out here calling him daddy. What the fuck wrong with her? And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's where we at with it, sis. Okay. But another thing, y'all, once again, sister and a mama only holding the woman responsible. Where is the energy towards Harry for lying to her and telling her that he wants all these things with her when y'all know that's not the case? Y'all will go along with y'all brother's lies and act like the nigga not lying to the girl, but then say she crazy. You see what I'm saying? Much like the last situation with Gabby and Chris, where the mama and the sister are more inclined to create a villain out of Gabby instead of recognizing how fucked up Chris is. Same thing. You're ready to make Indy out to be the crazy one instead of realizing that your fucking son Harry been going along with the shit the whole time, telling her this shit the whole time. There needs to be some onus, some responsibility put on these men who are in jail because somebody along the way told them that they didn't have to actually pay for the responsibilities of the things in their actions. Okay, the consequences and repercussions and shit that people be telling y'all about. Okay, like, where is this energy towards these men? Let's move on, child. We gotta talk about Ty and Heidi. Another sad situation. Another sad situation. So Ty and Heidi. She waiting on Heidi to have a video visit with her, but the visit was canceled. Then he calls her and says that they moved him to another place and the computer wasn't working. She doesn't want to believe him, right? She didn't want to believe him, but then he tells her it's nothing going on with him in Boston. She was like, what's going on with you in Boston? Because she's acting like y'all together and this girl out here trying to fight me. Obviously something going on. What's going on with you in Boston? And he was like, I don't know what you talking about. Why you keep bringing this girl up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what you talking about. I don't even talking to her like that. She used to be my slide. She used to be my thing or whatever. But she ain't no more. It's all about you. I love you. I'm trying to be with you. All these niggas sound the same. The shit that Heidi was saying sound just like the shit that Dalton was saying. The way they just lay it on as thick as possible, and these bitches eat it up. Okay? So basically, she was questioning him about Boston, but he started love bombing her. I love you. You everything. You the perfect woman. Blah, 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 blah. But then she goes to meet up with Boston, right? She going to meet up with Boston, and we see that Heidi has been telling Boston the same shit that he has been telling Ty. I love you. You know, you my day one. You know it's you. And the girl is like, see, I know. I saw it. That's like, girl, you are way too excited for a nigga in jail to be choosing you. You are pick me who needs to comb the curls out, okay? Comb the curls out, Boston. She needs to do something with herself. Boston is crazy as a motherfucking rat. Like, you need to do something with yourself. You are both of y'all fighting over a nigga in jail. I will never understand fighting over a man that can't do nothing. I don't understand fighting over men, period. But I damn sure don't understand fighting over a man that can't do nothing for you. Okay? A man that can't even give you no good dick. Like, what are we doing here? He is in jail. He can't do nothing for either one of y'all, and y'all are out in the streets scrapping, making a fucking fool out of yourselves over some dick that you can't even get. I don't understand. It don't make no sense to me, child. Okay? But they meet up. Boston and Ty both bring a homegirl with them on some humbuggy shit. But the homegirls end up walking away from the table and allowing them to have a conversation. Boston was on one. Boston was acting like she wasn't getting punched all in the face and in the mouth and shit by Ty the last time they met up. But y'all know this one of them girls, these trifling bitches, they don't be caring. They don't care that somebody trying to untuck their curl, child. She don't care. All right. So she got, the free Heidi t-shirt on, and Ty was like she wanted one of those sweatshirts, but the girl wearing the sweatshirt. So I thought y'all ain't had no more sweatshirts, and this bitch got one. Yeah, because she got from the first round of sweatshirts. They don't have any more, Ty. But she been there since the nigga went to jail. So she got the first set of sweatshirts, girl. That's what it is. They ran out. They got to get some more made, okay? And she probably the one that get them made, and he don't want to tell her that he want his other slide that he talking to have a sweatshirt. Child, who the fuck is Heidi, and why the fuck do y'all need to have him on the t-shirt? Somebody make it make sense, okay? But either way, Boston's energy is on 100. She's doing the most in front of her friend, okay? And so Ty started hitting her in the face and then jump all over the table and was hitting her in the face. And I was like, bitch, you just sat there and let her hit you in the face again. You don't be moving quick enough. I didn't understand. Like, first of all, if I'm trying to meet with somebody that want to get into a fight with me, when I tell y'all I'm not sitting at no motherfucking table where I gotta like pull my legs from a no, bitch. I need my legs to be readily available to me. Okay. And I felt like homegirl legs was not readily available to her in that moment, and it did her a disservice because homegirl, okay, got hit all in the head. Okay, it was real embarrassing. It was real embarrassing. Okay, but that was that on that. Let's go ahead. Side treating Heidi's shirt like it's Ivy Park. I wanted one of them. The fuck? How she gonna get one before me? Because she was there before you. Now, unfortunately, we have to move along to Max and Sarah, child. I don't know why he's still on this show. Better yet, I don't know why Aleesa still messes with him. Aleesa, I don't know what's wrong with you, but the fact that you are so worried about this weird looking ass man that you want to go on a trip with him to meet the Terror girl to see if she real. Why? You fucking him. Why? You fucking that man. Why do you want to go with him so he can meet the woman that he really wants to be with? He stay playing you dust. Why are you doing all of this for a man that does not want to be with you? And it's obvious that you want to be with him. Aleesa, you are not just a friend. You are jealous. You want him, and you don't understand why he doesn't want you. We don't understand why you want him, because you look like a regular person, and this nigga look like a life-size Ken doll that we want to send back because it's creeping us out, staring at us in the fucking corner. I don't understand, Aleesa. Why are you still sleeping with this man? Why are you still doing all of these things? Like, it's obvious Aleesa is doing all of this in hopes that Max will want to be with her, and he doesn't want to be with her. He wants to be in fake relationships with people that he doesn't actually have to do any real work with. That's why he wants to be with Tara, because Tara is not somebody that he can actually touch, which is why he was so happy to cancel a date with a real woman, all because she called and have a 2-minute conversation on the phone with him. The nigga is crazy. And here you are trying to go with him so that he can meet a inmate. Girl, stop. And he talking to another inmate. It's because he wants to be with people that aren't necessarily available to him. And he doesn't want to have to be emotionally available to them either, which is why he treats you like shit. Girl, Aleesa, do better. Oh my God, what is the point? What's the point of being cute and attractive if you're gonna let a weird looking nigga, play you dust and treat you like you a soybean burger bitch? What's the point of that? I don't even understand. What? Once again, letting a chick say the N-word so many times. Oh yeah, talking about the diamond girl. Oh yeah, da my nigga, and da my nigga, and all of this type of shit. I'm like, I mean, that's what happens on Jocelyn's Ignorant Show. She allows a lot of, racism to take place on her show. That's what she is. That doesn't surprise me at all. I haven't watched it yet. I saw that preview. I just hope that Amber stomps her into the ground. This will be the one time I would want Amber to actually stomp somebody into the ground. You know, that hasn't happened. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Okay, we've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes almost. I'm gonna go now because I have to go and get my workout on, y'all. Yes, like a soybean burger, bitch. I know we ain't heard it in a minute, but it was definitely the word for what was going on here. Okay, but tomorrow's Wednesday. Okay, so I have to watch All American. Haven't watched it yet. But I'm gonna definitely come to y'all tomorrow on Wednesday for Ratchet Reality with Jasmine's Cabaret and Black and Crew if y'all want me to, girl. What else? I think that's all I got for right now. Thank you so much, Lisa, for doing the timestamps for me. It's greatly appreciated. I love y'all so much. Y'all check out, you know, the videos that I'm posting from previous lives in case y'all missed any of it and y'all want to hear my opinion. You know, because I'm gonna be posting more tomorrow. I'm done posting them for today because YouTube will fuck over you and not like send people notifications because you posting so much. So I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to post the remainder of them. But I love y'all. Sign up for the website, BondyBlueShow.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Like and share the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.